Technology and Language Education, Home Economics. I'm here to share my learnings about Child Adolescent or P.ED.1. Basic concept and issue on human development. So by the word human development, how human develop, how we develop, especially through our physical, cognitive, and psychosocial domain. In physical domain, so it refers to the changes of our physicality, especially our height, weight, in our, how we stand, how we think, how we work. Especially me as a 18 years old, I need to adapt, to connect to every 18 years old. Cognitive and psychosocial domain. So I notice every toddlers and infants, they are easily gets understanding their surroundings. They can learn fast. They can understand what is the meaning of it. So on, they can adapt well. The stages of development and development tasks. Prenatal. It involves tremendous growth from cell to an organism. Infancy from birth to 2 years old. It involves interdependency of adults. Early childhood from 5 to 6 years old. End of infancy. These are the preschoolers that they are learning to be self-sufficient. Middle and late childhood, 6 to 11 years old of age, or elementary school year. These are the students mastered writing, reading, and arithmetic. Adolescent, 10 to 12 years old, ending up to 18 to 22 years old. This part begins the changes of physicality, and they become dramatically. This part begins the changes of their physical, and they become more dramatic. Early adulthood, so they become more productive, especially in their career, crafts, etc. Middle adulthood, so it is a time where they are more involved in social. They're expanding their social involvement and their responsibility. Late childhood, 60 years old and above. It is a time where they lost their strength, their life review and retirement. Research used by teachers, by ethical informations, important information to use in decision making, simply explain and identify problems. Research done with high quality of information, importance that we know about various research design with data gathering techniques. Observation, physiological measures, standardized. Interview and questionnaires, life history and ethical records. Sigmund Freud's psychosexual theories. This called psychosexual stages because it represents sexual. Freud believed that life is built with tension and pleasure. There are 3 components and personal adjustments: the ID, the ego, and the superego. The psychosexual stages of development: oral stage, birth to 1 year old; anal stage, 1 to 3 years old; phallic stage, 3 to 5 years old; latency stage, 5 or 6. Puberty. Genital stage, puberty to adult. Piaget stages of cognitive development. Jean Piaget's theory is truly a classic education of psychology. While his theory is applied widely in teaching backgrounds, especially in curriculum design in preschool and elementary. Erik Erikson, Psychosocial Theory of Development. In his work, what we call psychosocial theory, Erik Erikson not only put sexual and aggressive impulse in a big context, but also added adult course to development. Erik Erikson has these 8 stages, which is trust versus mistrust. It is from 12 months. Autonomy versus shame, 1 to 3 years old. Initiative versus guilt, 3 to 6 years old. Industry versus inferiority, 6 to 12 years old. Intimacy versus isolation, young adulthood. Generavity versus stagnation. Generavity versus stagnation, middle adulthood. Integrity versus despair, late adulthood.